All right. Welcome back to She the NBA Junkie and B-Ball Junkies. Y'all know who we are.
Indeed.
And I guess we're going to get right back into what's been going on in the Summer League.
Indeed. Since we left, the NBA Summer League has begun. Man, actually, to start, sorry. This is inside, but Vegas was crazy last weekend. I'm pretty sure they had more stuff going on, but Summer League and International Fight Week was there. So all the celebrities from both, whoever want to watch UFC and, all the NBA players, they have to go to Vegas at some point. So I know it was popping down here,
right.
But yeah, it started.
Yeah, it did look fun.
Oh, I think the what was it? Utah. The one in Utah was going before then, and then Sacramento, the California Classic, which the Spurs had played in before.
Yeah.
And WEMBY didn't play in that one, but coming into Vegas, he played one or two games. So yeah. Well, I guess who so far of the rookies have impressed you, or if you want to go down straight 1 through 10 or whatever you want to do?
We could do it that way, actually.
Okay, yeah, well, shoot, we might as well start off with the big dude. Pretty sure if they're watching this podcast, everybody's watching at least the number one pick, they would know that his game wasn't the best. But yeah, what did you think about that?
Okay, so that first game, I was like, okay, I mean, this is what I expected from him. Like, I don't know. I missed a little bit of the first quarter, but when I did pick up like in the second or late first and then onward to like halftime, it just felt like he was like just rushing everything and he was just so nervous. I'm going to give him that first game because it's a lot of pressure on a 19-year-old to perform to the standards that everybody has set for him because of the high pedestal he's put himself on, doing them one-legged fadeaway three-pointers.
Not him. The media put him on that.
True, but yeah, it's a lot for him to have to live up to. It's not fair to him, but it is what it is. So,
okay,
yeah, I mean, he played better the second game, but that first game, yeah,
yeah, I agree. You could tell, or me watching, they as soon as the game was about to be over, the previous game, they are in this huddle. I mean, in the what is it called, the tunnel, and you could tell he pacing, and he's nervous.
Yeah,
it's just different being a huge LeBron fan, and the only person who's had this much hype has been LeBron, and it's just the opposite contrast of somebody who obviously now we know exceeded the expectations, and an automatic Hall of Famer in 10th grade, but yeah, they first of all, that second game showed us that he can fall into a dang near 30-point game. That was by far not his best, but you can tell he got better from that first one. But so he will definitely be a generational type player, even if like just the defensive end of the ball. I was watching that and surprised me when we saw him guarding on the wing. Picked up the number 2 pick. We'll talk about Brandon Miller. He said, hey, that's what I liked about him too. He went for the dog. He said, I'm gonna guard him. I'm guarding you. First game out, I'm gonna guard the best player on the team. So I respect him for that. But yeah, I agree. It was probably nerves, and also, like he said, he didn't know what to do. Literally, it looked like he didn't know what to do out there in the first game. So, but they got the win. He played bad offensively, but shoot, the defense is there. So he's gonna be a very interesting person, especially on the defensive end, because just seeing a 7'5" person is going to make you, especially when he's guarding you on the wing and he's out there like this, like that's crazy.
It could go both ways. If you're somebody who has the mindset of me, I'm going to want to go at you every time I get the ball because of the fact that everybody thinks that you're just going to be so amazing on defense. But at the same time, it's Summer League. So I'm not
that's the thing.
What he's doing to the G leaguers and these collegiate athletes that just got out of college. I'm not taking that to heart. Not yet. Because he just said today, like he was like, playing in the NBA is easier than playing overseas. And I know it's been a lot of
he said it's less physical. He said it's less physical than overseas.
Yes. but you haven't even played
Yeah,
against
he
the
hasn't played any
yeah,
real physical players
right.
yet. So
You're
yeah.
playing against college athletes and people who came from the G League. So let's relax a little bit. But yeah.
But he went and guarded the wing. So is he even gonna be? I mean, shoot, let's not forget it. I mean, I'm not trying to say any wing defenders aren't super physical, but like
Right, right.
I don't think, or at least for the summer league, he didn't go guard the center, at least straight up first time, or that wasn't the preferred like location for him. I think they want him to maybe be a roamer or something, which 7'5"
In
roamer
that
is
works, yeah.
crazy.
Ain't that what they do with AD?
Yeah. But this dude long, he got an 8 foot wingspan. So like, oh my gosh, that roamer is crazy. But yeah, like it'll be interesting. This dude is not gonna be able to guard Jokic at all.
No. As
Like you
far
said,
as
going straight to the
shooters go,
basket. Yeah,
yeah,
like LeBron coming on a hard drive. I mean, it's not gonna work the way he was getting bumped. So I mean,
right. But
but that
doing
height
this,
saves a lot. That's the
yep.
thing. It saves so much. It's crazy. Or I
There was a
guess
clip that they
wingspan.
showed where he I think it was where he got dunked on, but it's like he was like contesting the ball and they threw the lob, and at the same time he just turned his body and he was already contesting the lob. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this kid is long as heck. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it made him look clumsy when he got dunked on.
right.
It
The
made him
end
look
result
clumsy.
wasn't good, but
Yeah,
the
because
fact
if
that
he
he
would have
played
jumped for
is
real, if he would have
yeah,
jumped for real, like he said, he was already there falling over. So yeah, it's crazy. But I would say, I wouldn't say he's what they made him out to be, but I can
yeah.
definitely see the potential is there. That's for sure. Um, so yeah, about him. What did you think about Brandon Miller? If you I know you watched that Spurs game, obviously, but if you
Yeah.
watch anything else,
I watched his first game that he played. I forgot who they played, but
forgot
I
to.
don't think he had a good game. And yeah, it was looking real like I
I
don't
still
know.
don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the hype behind him yet.
Not at
Like
all.
turnovers, the damn near fouling out. I'm like, okay, what did you do in college? Because
He's a
it's not looking
shooter.
good right now.
What he
Is
does
it?
in the NBA, like I mean, like, but that's the thing. Like, also, I guess his perfect comparison is really what is it? It's really I'm losing the word. It's really funny that the comparison is Paul George, but you know, that's his goat. That's his per comparison. But Paul George wasn't a top 5 pick. I mean,
No.
he would be now if they knew, but I
Right,
mean,
right,
like that type of player in this draft, I don't know if you draft him number 2, especially over that big old number 3 scoot, which I'm
right.
excited to talk about after this guy. But I mean, his upside, you can see he's just going to be a shooter. I mean, and I guess he can build off of his shooting ability to become a better scorer. But I mean, he's going to be a typical wing, and I guess he has the ability to become an all-star level wing.
Maybe. I
Well, yeah,
wouldn't. But the way that I've been looking at him, I'm not seeing that Paul George comparison at all. Maybe when he first came out of college, but the Paul George right now is not a great comparison for Brandon Miller, not from what I've watched.
he was
But
good in the second game. They said he was, or I didn't watch the first one. You did.
uh,
They said in the second game he was being very, not aggressive and passive in the first one. He was
yeah,
firing it up in the second one. I mean,
yeah,
he scored a little bit, but at number 2, it's just bad. It's not a bad pick, but it's
is looking like
from
it
this
was.
top 3.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to live up to those expectations.
You saw the fans' reaction, even the damn mascot threw his hands up like, oh Lord, we just passed. So I don't know.
Oh man, Charlotte is in despair forever until they get out that team, man.
Oh my God.
Also on the Charlotte team, real quick, they also drafted Nick Smith Jr., which was the number 1 guard, not in high school, not this year, but the last year. And which was also weird that him and Anthony Black went to Arkansas as both point guards, which is probably why Nick Smith went later in the draft and Anthony
Right,
because he took his minutes. But but the Hornets drafted him also, so that's another guard. They didn't draft Scoot because of LaMelo, so you don't
right,
guard, but
right,
they go ahead and draft another guard later in the draft. I don't get it. Just because you're talking about that they were mad that Scoot didn't get picked by them.
right.
But yeah, moving on to Scoot, because that dude is a real deal hooper. For real.
Yeah,
Like
built and everything. That man
Bill,
built like he's league ready.
But the difference between him and anybody else I've seen playing so far is this dude is a freaking dog. Like he doesn't like this dude is like intense. Like I've never seen it
Yeah,
from any of
picking
these
up
dudes.
full court and everything.
He's
Like,
very intense. Like he seemed like already like a couple years in type of player.
yeah, I think they had him mic'd up, and he was like getting his team involved. He was talking to him, telling him what we about to do, and I'm like, he's so mature for what level he's at.
I didn't understand what the thing about him was. I could see, you watch his workouts and his highlights.
Right.
But I can see it. He passes the eye test with flying colors. So I can see why he was almost a number one pick for sure. Because Portland did good. They didn't fold. I think it was a great idea drafting Scoot. He played amazing, even though he did get hurt.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
and especially with whatever this situation they got going on with Dame, he can be not just the predecessor for Dame, but he can at least lead the team a little bit.
No, yeah, yeah. I mean, I
yeah.
don't think anybody can follow up Dame and
Right.
Portland for a very, very long time. But I mean,
he can keep them afloat at least.
This is not a bad backup at all.
Right.
For a new guy. I think he'll have a very successful year this season this year. But I guess on to these twins. The first one, Amen, Thompson, whatever his name is down there. What'd you think of him?
I like him. Hey, he's got really freaking great court vision for a 6'7" point guard. I was very impressed with a lot of the passes he made.
I think he's better than his brother.
Yeah.
From what I saw in their game.
Right.
Obviously, Rockets have a better summer league team also.
Yeah. So it makes it look better.
Like you said, that boy he can pass. He's a very good guard. Like,
yeah.
I think KPJ, he's like a 2, but I think he did run the one in Houston, but he's a scoring guy. So I don't know who they were starting this year at point guard. Well, Jalen Green's a 2 too, so they were starting.
They're so overloaded. Yeah, I don't know how this guard system, because do they run Dylan Brooks as a 3?
Oh yeah, they're gonna run him. Okay. Oh crap, I forgot about Fred.
Yes, they have like 4 guards already.
What are they drafting point guards for? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I thought that maybe that meant that KPJ was going to be on the trade block or something, and they was going to get him out of there. I'm hoping not, because I like KPJ, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this is about to work.
Yeah, Houston's going to be interesting. I did forget about that they paid a very hefty price for Fred, so he's going to play.
Right.
Not good for a high draft pick who needs time to develop.
Right.
Interesting. But yeah, I agree. I think he's really good. He can pass and everything. He just has a good feel. Same thing with Scoot. Like the feel for the game, it's very nice. You can tell. That's when they say the eye test. That's what I get from it. Like you could tell that somebody has a good feel of the game. Any more stuff on him you want to note about?
I think he hurt his ankle, so I didn't really get to watch much of him after. But from what I watched in that first game, I was impressed, especially going against Scoot, because Scoot is physical and he was handling it okay. So
Scoot was coming for his head.
Yeah.
Like, dang, bro, calm down. Like first game. Very intense. Oh man. Well, okay. Moving on to the other brother, Azure Thompson on the Pistons.
So, okay, his first game wasn't fair because that Pistons team is full of freaking ball hogs, bro. The shot selection, I'm like, bro, Jaden, calm down. He was taking horrible shots. I'm like, what? Jesus Christ. Monty about to have his hands full trying to deal with all them egos with them young boys.
No way they have egos. No way they have egos.
Hey, Jaden Ivey must have some type of chip on his shoulder. Or maybe he feels like since he's already in the league, this is his time to like just do whatever he wants to. That could be what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what the second year people are there to do. Just build their confidence and get better. That's exactly it. Build confidence.
But at the same time, you gotta gauge it, because it's like you stepping all over the toes of top 5 lottery picks and stuff. So,
but I mean, he was too. That's the thing. They got 4 people on the team who are all lottery picks. And
But
not
he
forget
just
about James Wiseman
great
being number
shot.
2.
Yeah, James Wiseman. Yeah, that was he did play.
No,
I
yeah,
like
he's playing
Wiseman.
very good. Yeah, he's playing
Yeah,
very good.
he's been playing good since he got out of that toxic situation in Golden State.
It just
So
wasn't a good fit for him. He's not a Kevon Looney. So
right.
it's not gonna work for
They
him.
never gave him a chance anyways. It's
Yeah.
hard to get drafted into a dynasty like that, and they want you to just turn it on immediately. So this is a better situation for him. And I know that Monty will be able to do with him what he couldn't do with DA. So yeah.
Yeah, because they'll probably listen.
Exactly.
It's
Nobody wants to bring the fault on DA. They just want to say that Monty is a mean guy. But anyways, yeah.
crazy.
But Asor, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to watch him. He's playing right now, but hey, if you saw that video that's on Instagram right now, where I think he stole the ball from Grady with that crazy last name, and then went and did a reverse dunk off of alley-oop, and then he got 4 O boards and got an and one off of it, and I'm like, okay, them two twins, they some dogs. I'm excited to watch them if they pass Asor the ball this season.
But it seems like they're literally there. I'm hoping that they play the same. I haven't watched them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess real like hooping fans. I don't even want to say real hooping fans, but some people or like little kids watch Overtime Elite. But
yeah,
I haven't watched them, so we'll see. We'll see this year. I mean, I think Amin is going to be very interesting because Azure will have time. I hope so. I don't think they're going to be winning.
What position does he play?
They're both guards.
Oh,
so
God.
that's why I'm like, yeah, they're both point guards too.
Jaden. Do they have another one? I think it's just Caden.
They drafted Marcus Sasser from Houston.
Oh,
He's a guard.
God.
Yeah.
Well,
I know they traded away Corey Joseph, but right there they got 4 young guards. So I mean, but it's Pistons. They'll lose. Cade has been injury prone. I hope he doesn't get injured again. But I mean, the opportunity's there for him to develop. But his brother in Houston, that may be a different thing.
Right.
Well, on to your fellow Dallas guy, Anthony Black. His story is still crazy. I can't get over it. That's an amazing. I mean, he's rich, so I mean, it's not like he come from nothing, but I mean, it's just the thing of not even playing basketball like seriously during the middle of high school, and then immediately. You don't know? Like he was a 3-star football player at Capel. Like probably, he's 6'8", so I mean he could have went to the NFL probably, He was a 3-star football player. He just played basketball, how everybody play all the sports.
Right.
He transitioned to straight basketball immediately after that summer, or I even think during the summer, 5-star point guard.
Wow.
Yeah. So
some people just got it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because watching him, he looked like he ready for it too. And he came out of college, but the way he's been hooping, he looked like he ready for the moment. Just like, well, not as much as Scoot, but just as much as the top 5. So we'll see how he look in regular season. But right now, he looked good.
Or the Magic GM had said that, or I guess what he likes or the organization likes about him is his best asset is what they said is what he makes. Or his greatest asset is making other people better. And so
I could hear that.
If that's what he does, from what I see, I think that is what he does, he'll be fine. So
from when he had him mic'd up too, the leadership is already there. And it's so funny to see that because they're so young, but they're so mature nowadays. I don't know. You just don't see that often.
It's different also. The NBA is a much younger basketball in this lifetime, or for us, is much younger game.
Right.
So these guys are, especially and some really they're not the same thing. So he can be the leader. He's number 6 pick anyway, so he got to be the leader.
Right.
But shoot, he'll be the same way on the Magic. But he got some people to pass to. So I'm like, it'll be interesting. They may make a play in. Win the new in-season tournament.
I think the Pistons and the Magic might turn their organization around this year.
I don't know about the Pistons, but the Magic.
You don't think so?
I
think the Pistons can. I think they can win at least a solid 30 to 35 games this season.
I just think to be a good team, you need a good wing. and the Pistons don't have. Well, I mean, Tate is the wing size. He's 6'8", but he's a point guard. So I mean,
Yeah.
they do have some quality young big men.
Yeah. Franz. Wait, no, that's on the Magic.
Yeah, that's not Magic.
Oh,
I'm
the
talking about
Pistons.
Jalen Duren and James Wiseman, but
Oh my God, Jalen Duren pissed me off so bad. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about him
well,
because
he's
when
been
I
playing well this summer league. I don't know. We'll see. Everybody's kind of competitive. I feel like at
yeah,
least besides those top 3 teams or top 2 teams, we don't know what the 7 seeds are going to do in the East. Um,
not good.
yeah, I I don't know. This 7 and 8, either one of them was drafted, but they got traded, so may have flip flopped, whatever. Bilal Koulibaly, the Frenchman who played WEMBY. I guess his story is he's kind of a youngster who started playing over there, and they drafted him off all potential. He's
Oh
18.
wow.
Yeah, he's 18, so he's just I think he's like 6'6" with like a super long wingspan. So I mean, worst case scenario, he's a good defender,
Right.
I don't know if I go with that off of the 7th pick, but I mean, I don't watch French basketball, so
Yeah. I haven't watched him or the eighth pick or
I
the
saw
ninth pick.
him. I watched him. He was he impressed me. He's not bad, but I mean, like, this is summer league. I mean, I'm going with the grain of that they're giving me. He did good, or what I could see. He's a quality player, but I mean, it's only the summer league, and he doesn't have much backing him up either. So
So what is he? He's a guard or
yeah,
he's a
he's like, I mean, he's 6'6", so he's like a wing, long arms. So he can probably guard, bigger. I mean, we're in a positionless basketball. He ain't gonna be guarding no centers or nothing.
right.
But yeah, he's
If he
quality on the
on the
Wizards.
Wizards, he might be able to scrape out some PT next to JP and Kuz.
But that's the thing. They got Corey Kispert, Denny Ivy, all these guys. So I'm like,
He should be able to be better than them, surely.
Denny Ivy is very bad, whatever how you say his name, but Corey Kispert, I think he's good.
Yeah, he's solid, but he should be able to.
Yeah, I think he got 7th pick. They gonna make him some time anyway. They use their draft pick on him. Oh yeah, so sorry. It's weird because it's flipped. So the Pacers got the 8th pick to Jarris Walker from my school, go Cougs. But shoot, yeah, I knew that when he was back there, he'd be a top 10 pick when we signed him from IMG Academy. He's literally 6'8", long arms. He's just a very Houston. He epitome. I mean, he is the epitome of our basketball program. Long, hard defender who can literally do everything. He's like a Swiss Army knife. That was their description on ESPN. Also, a little bit of shooting. He can score a little bit. He'll play defense. And that's what his big thing has been this summer league. At least a couple of games that I've watched, he's played good defense. So, yeah, he'll. The people who can play defense will have a good career in the NBA. So. I think the Pacers and the Wizards, they may have traded them for each other, but they'll probably be good with those two because I think they'll be able to defend.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 9, Taylor Hendricks. We can skip and go straight to Keontae George for that Jazz pick.
Yeah, because I was about to say I didn't really watch the Jazz. I missed both of Keontae's good games, but I watched the highlights. But I didn't even know Taylor Hendricks was a top 10 pick because I wasn't paying attention to nobody on that team but Keontae.
He was in our conference and I never heard about him. He must be good, but they drafted him 9th, but I've actually never heard about him. I've heard about mostly all these people who went in the lottery, but not about him. Maybe he's hurt or something. But yeah, what'd you think of Keontae? I didn't even watch his highlights. I caught a piece of I think the end of the second game.
Okay, so I watched his first game, or I caught a little bit of his first game. He's a shooter. One thing about him, he gonna get that 3 up, but I don't want to limit him to a shooter from what I've seen. He's just a bona fide scorer.
No, he's definitely a scorer.
Yeah.
Sorry to not mention to the audience, but he is another Dallas product, not necessarily but Louisville. But shoot, yeah. I mean, he's literally I've been watching him since high school, since he was in high school. So, I mean, he's the same scorer. He's just doing it in the NBA. So I mean, it's not crazy, They knew what they were getting. when they drafted him.
Right.
It's
I didn't know
weird he
he was a
went a little
cat.
bit late though.
You say what?
It's weird he went a little bit late.
Yeah.
He's 16. I guess it's not too far, but 16 is.
I don't know. I don't know if Grady has been doing anything spectacular because I mean I haven't really heard anybody talking about him, but I haven't watched him either.
I think he's
But
played well. It's not. I don't think it's crazy. He's played well, but yeah.
let me see. Oh, he did have 22 today. 22 off two. He was 2 of 10 from the three. Seven.
Firing him up.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
he
that's
should.
his calling
Yeah.
card. He's a shooter, so
Yeah.
that's
It's
it.
not bad, I guess.
Nah, yeah,
His draft was loaded.
I don't know. We'll see. Well, the Raptors are a very interesting team for me this season. I'm gonna be watching them because they're in like a very weird limbo. I feel because they still have Pascal Siakam and OG at the
Yeah.
time, but they trade away the other half of their championship piece in that starting lineup. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. Lastly, at 10, Taysom Wallace, another Dallas product from Richard, or what is it called? Richardson or Rich?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Richardson.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, watching him in high school, I already knew he'd be a quality NBA player. He can defend, he can shoot. He's smaller than other guards. He may be about the normal 6'3", 6'4". So, the Thunder though, that was interesting to me that he got drafted by the Thunder because
they have young guards as well.
Lots of young guards. So
yeah.
and all NBA point guard at that. So I mean, like, and he's extremely young. Them guards ain't about to be getting no type of ball touches or any minutes because Shea he has all the ball. He's a scorer. He's a guard. So I mean, like,
even besides Shea, you got God dang it, what's his name? The one with the pretty hair. I forgot. I'm drawing a blank.
Jalen Williams. Which one? Which Jalen?
The white guy.
Oh, Chet. Oh,
no,
Josh Giddey.
Yes, Josh Giddey. There it is. That's my guy.
Got a lot. Yeah, they got him too. Chet's coming back, and then the two Jalen's have been playing well last season.
That's gonna be a solid team this year. Oh man, I'm excited.
They're definitely making the play in. The West is stacked, so I can't say they're going to make the playoffs.
Are we sure they wouldn't make the playoffs?
Over who?
Who's going to be the top 6?
So hold on, let me bring up the playoffs from this year. we got to go with who stayed in it or who was in it already. Who are you going to take off of this playoff?
I already know like 6 people. Maybe they are going to go to the play-in.
Nah, for real, like Denver's there. Denver's going to be there.
I'll give Denver like 3.
T-Wolves will be there.
I wasn't even thinking the T-Wolves. I was thinking Suns, Lakers, Denver.
Suns, Lakers, Denver, T-Wolves.
Okay, yeah, I will put T-Wolves. I'm putting Sacramento back in there.
Sac's going to be there. And then the Grizzlies.
It's either between Golden State or Memphis. I don't know.
I wasn't going to say Golden State, but I'm confident in Memphis. They played 2 straight good years. So, I mean, Ja may be gone for a little bit, but they play well without him. And Marcus Smart isn't Tyus Jones, but
no.
I mean,
maybe the defense dogness will help him win games.
I mean, he is a winner. I mean, he's a winner. So, I mean, they don't need him for 20-something games. He'll be fine to be playing meaningful minutes. But, yeah, that Thunder team is going to be interesting next year. I guess we can go into the sophomores of who you thought was playing very well.
Yes. Okay. So, Keegan, who had freaking 41. I don't know if they shut him down right after he had that 41 or if he kept playing after that. Because I didn't watch another game, but I was happy for him because I guess that was one of his weaknesses during the playoffs was that he couldn't create off the dribble. So he was doing a lot.
I won't even say that was his weakness. Well, shit. It's hard because he was being guarded by Clay. So, I mean, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I mean, like, it's not like he was top tier defense one, but I feel like he was a rookie, so he wasn't trying to do crazy stuff in those first couple games. But he came on, and I think maybe 5, 6, he was better. So it was a surprise for me to see him playing. And 41 is what he should have done because that dude, he
Yeah.
did very, very well in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
hats off to him.
I was proud of him for that.
They didn't shoot down, they
That'll
should.
be exciting.
They
Bro,
got
didn't they have another rookie? Who was their other rookie?
from
The
sack.
Kings. Did they not have another one?
I don't oh shoot. I mean, he took all the spotlight. They
I'm
definitely had
drunk.
another rookie, but I don't remember.
I forgot what his name was, but he should have been playing in there too because he drew. It was the shooter. No, Kevin. Never mind. Kevin Herter ain't no goddamn rookie.
Oh
He
yeah,
just
no, no.
played like trash.
Yeah,
That's
he
what it
played
was. Okay.
horrific. He was very bad in the playoffs. It was
So
annoying. Uh,
awful.
yeah. Who else you got?
Jabari Smith Jr., which I was so happy that he played good because everybody on Twitter was talking mess about him and he just teed up from that moment on. So yeah, I was excited.
Okay.
Because
He played good. But he did play good after the All-Star break last year.
yeah.
He turned it on a little bit. So good for him. He's established his spot, showing to Ime that I can play, so
Yeah.
I would hope he doesn't Dylan Brooks doesn't start over him, but
Knowing I don't know, they might get seniority over
the money
the
they paid him too much not to play. So it's annoying. Like if I'm those Rocket players, I'm upset about them coming because now even the trajectory of the team shifted. I mean, obviously literally the whole culture changed because they got a whole new coach and everything, but everything has changed from, we're going to develop our team, whatever, blah, 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 to more kind of a win now.
right.
A little bit, but hey, they did it. They thought they know what they're doing. They get paid the big bucks for a reason, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, also from that Rocket team, or no, that Rocket game. Oh, sorry, yeah, Rocket team. Cam Whitmore.
Oh yeah, Cam Whitmore. Okay.
20th pick. He played good. He's explosive. Very athletic. You could tell the way he was playing once he gets acclimated to the NBA game and stuff with his athleticism. At the very least, he'll be able to score and stuff like Lonnie Walker.
Yeah.
That's he's a more bulked up kind of dude, but that he's got the same type of athleticism as that dude be floating.
Yeah.
So
I probably did see Cam Whitmore, but I didn't realize I was watching him. So
yeah, he's number 7. They weren't talking about him much.
Okay. Maybe he was overshadowed by Jabari.
Mm-hmm.
And then last one I got is Shaden Sharp, who was already playing good in the absence of Dame anyway. So him continuing to play well isn't really a surprise. But I'm just proud of the sophomores stepping up and looking like they can be an integral piece to their team.
They've all, or even the ones who, or all of them were kind of playing. They're doing good. They're trying. A lot of these people are really trying to get better and do all that good stuff. Make the most out of being brought back in the summer league. Because shoot, especially if I'm a lottery pick and you telling me to go play in the summer league, especially after Keegan Murray. I mean, he's not going to say no, his personality, but I mean, like, I played all season, set the rookie record. Like, I'm doing good stuff. I almost won rookie of the year. But they're doing good. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do as second-year players.
Yeah, because there's a lot of more second-year players that should have been playing and didn't. So,
shoot, yeah, I even forgot about the Jalen's. Yeah, they played too. The Jalen's from the Thunder. They played a little bit.
Hey, man, they had damn near their whole starting lineup playing, killing them boys every time they played. I'm like, hey, this low key not fair.
It's really not. It's really.
I know second year.
Well,
they're
Josh
just
Giddey
really
wasn't playing.
Sophomores, bro. That's crazy.
I was thinking Josh Giddey was playing too, but I think he may be going into his 3rd or 4th year, probably 3rd. But yeah, okay. Well,
if he would have played,
on your list.
No, the last thing that we can hit like real quick is I guess Jordan Poole's media day.
Oh, oh man. Well, he looked a little rough with the beard, but
yeah,
think he's settling.
He
I
cleaned
mean,
it up now,
it's
finally.
too hard. I feel like it's too hard to be like upset, especially when you got Kuzma there, because I feel like Kyle Kuzma just like a cool
Yeah,
dude and everything. So,
it is. He seems like it.
hmm
Like super cool.
I
I
always
think
got love for
like
Kuz. Yeah,
he
they'll probably
does.
bond out there.
Yes, for sure. That
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, because they
backcourt they
both came
got.
from the West
Or
Coast too to go to Washington.
yeah,
So I could, yeah, that makes sense to me. Um, I did want to hit
he
on the
definitely ain't got to worry
Lakers
about Kyle sticking
team.
out.
Have you been watching the Suns? The Suns summer league team? Did they have anybody interesting to you?
I have. And Tumani Kamara, who was a 50, what was he, 51? 52, 52nd pick, has been really freaking good. And he might
Okay,
be able to get some minutes in the
okay.
regular season.
He'll definitely be able to get minutes because there ain't nobody else. Oh dang, yeah, he's 6'8". Yeah, he'll get minutes. He can probably be a
Yeah.
body. So, oh, okay, interesting. I didn't even know y'all had a pick,
I
but
think we
okay,
traded last year for one, and they finally did great because I don't think we've really drafted correctly since we drafted Book.
yeah.
So,
I mean, DeAndre
oh
Ayton's not
wait,
a
that's
bad pick.
disrespect for Kale and Cam. My
Oh
bad,
yeah,
twin.
yeah. And their number one pick, DeAndre Ayton. He not bad.
I left him off for a reason. Shoot.
um,
My bad,
little
DA. I'm just mad.
side on the Lakers. I've like our I like what I'm seeing a little bit. Our rookie JHS is he needs to get his shooting together, but I like his stroke. He could probably find it sometime during this season. I think that Max Christie is gonna get real. He played last year though, before the trade
Yeah,
deadline.
I remember.
He played, but I
Yeah.
mean, he can. I think he'll actually get good minutes this year because this dude he been playing very good, and I'm excited for
Is
Max.
Scotty Pippen Jr. playing?
When I was watching the both games, he didn't play, but the second game he was on the bench, so I think he's a part of the team. If anything, he probably maybe hurt or something. But he didn't
Oh,
play on
okay.
the Lakers
Okay.
last year, so I definitely know that he's like involved for summer league.
Oh, poor baby.
He on the
I
team.
want the
He
best
got his
for
contract. He got his contract.
Dang.
Mm-mm. Oh, real quick about the new thing is the NBA in season tournament.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So a little bit about that for the people. Um, I don't know how familiar you are with European soccer. I'm pretty sure not that familiar, right?
Not at all.
They're taking a page out that book. The NBA is expanding. They need, whatever. I guess I think the objective is supposed to make it more competitive, but so
Right.
the way European soccer work quickly before we run out of time, the leagues, they have three championships in the country. So let's say England, they have one championship, like a tournament. They have the league, which would be like if you get a championship for winning the regular season NBA, that'd be one. And then they have uh a European, so like the whole continent has the top teams and they'll play. So it's something like that where during the season you'll play those like seeding games to eventually later get on to a tournament, and it's exactly like this, but as a basketball version. I think it's cool. We'll see how it works out. But just a little comparison right there
Yeah.
for people. But yeah, so
Because I don't understand.
I'm
Hopefully
excited.
everybody takes it serious. The Suns need to win because everybody men. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want some more money, your contract,
And y'all are in
better play
ours.
hard.
We're in the same group. So I hope y'all
That's a
don't.
tough group.
It's the most like
Shoot.
why is it so hard? Why we got Memphis and the Suns and freaking Golden State, freaking Timberwolves and all these people? That's annoying. But okay, we better run out of time.
Yes, we got like 4 right now. Well, that's all we got for this week. Next week, hopefully we'll have a little bit more news. Hopefully some moves happen. Summer league will be done, so we'll talk about that. But
Yeah.
y'all know where to find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, She the NBA Junkie, and on YouTube, B-Ball Junkies. So yes, that's it. We'll see y'all next week.
Catch you next time.